Due to COVID restrictions, I'm unable to present this lesson in a live classroom. Instead, I will walk through the steps of the lesson in order of how I would be teaching it and provide explanations on what each step would look like if students were present. Today, we're going to learn about alliteration. Has anybody heard of this word before? Would anyone like to share what they think it means? Alliteration is when words have the same beginning sound. In this word, would anyone like to point to where the beginning sound is? This is the word sun. Great job. The beginning sound is at the beginning of the word and is the first sound we hear when we say it. Other words that would go with this include star, spin, and soda. Can anybody tell me what sound you hear at the beginning of star, spin, and soda? Correct. The sound S, which we know goes with the letter S. How about dog, dive, and door? What sound do we hear at the beginning of dog, dive, and door? If you agree with the sound D, which goes with the letter D, can you give me a thumbs up? If you disagree, can you give me a thumbs down? And if you're not sure, can you give me a sideways thumbs? It's the sound D. Good job, friends. Now can anybody tell me a word that might go with these two words on the board, rug and ran? What do these words start with? Rug and ran. Correct, an sound, which goes with the letter R. With these, we could put up words like race, ring, or even recess. Good job, friends. Next, we're gonna get to go apple picking. Here's a short video about how things in our environment can give us what we need, like food and water. Our environment is a place where people like us and plants and animals live. At this time, I would be preparing centers for students to work at while I take small groups of students for this activity, so they could work individually or at group centers. And then for this activity, 4 students will work together to pick apples off the tree and match it with a basket that has the same beginning sound. So apples, all of these have a picture on them and a word. So words like rat, bat, cat, car, toothbrush, balloon, time, and rectangle. There's some CVC words and there's some larger words like toothbrush and rectangle, so that there's some challenge for gifted students. There's some pictures for English language learners or students below reading level, so that all students can benefit from the activity. On the basket, there's also pictures with words and letter sounds. So before diving into the activity, I would have students I would go over the apples with the students and have us try to identify what sounds we're hearing at the beginning of these words. And then when I give students their basket, I would ask them to see what sound they think is the beginning sound on their basket, so that they have a clear picture of what they're looking for between the apples in this. Students will take turns picking apples off the tree and putting it on or in their basket. And they will do this until all the apples are gone. Once all the apples are gone, students will gather together in a small group and will present what's in our baskets and make sure that everybody has the correct matching apples to what they were supposed to get. This will kind of make sure that there's no misconceptions formed, and it can be a means of formative assessment for myself. After each group of students is done, I will collect the materials, place the apples back, and send the students to work at individual centers while I call another group of 4 students up. Before sending students home, as an extension activity or as homework, I will present a second activity in which students will do a cut and glue. There will be a T-chart with 2 letters at the top of each side and pictures at the bottom that will have beginning sounds matching the 2 letters. And students will place the pictures in the right spot and glue them down and bring it back to me as a means of summative assessment. So this is an activity on alliteration and the environment altogether. It's great for lots of different learners, and it's very fun and engaging. Thanks so much for listening.